So Zoom is going to YouTube, preparing for the live stream. We are probably already live, but it hasn't told me that yet. So here we go. Welcome. Today is September 12th. It's Friday already. Is it Friday?
It is Friday.
Oh my gosh. This week just flew by. It's
It did go by
Friday.
fast.
Friday. And we are back with another episode or show. Or I don't even know what to call it. It's just the OptionGenius show, another episode. We are back. We are talking about the markets. We are talking about selling options. We're going to talk politics maybe a little bit. Seems like people really like politics. We get a
Yeah,
lot of
it definitely
views.
gives people a lot to talk about. Is that for sure?
You mentioned something that, oh, this political party is doing this, and then just the comments and the views go crazy.
It's just the polarized world we're in,
Oh man.
unfortunately.
Oh geez. All right. So yeah, let's take a look. Okay, what's the market's doing right now? Market is flat. SPX, SP 500 is up 5 points. Um, that like earlier today it was up like 1 point, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen it up like 1 point for so
Well, it
long.
needs to. It's been hitting new highs almost every day. I
Well,
mean,
today's a new high because it's up five. So woohoo,
another
SPX,
high,
new
right?
high,
I mean,
another high.
barely.
Nasdaq is up almost 0.5%. That's a new high from Nasdaq. Woo, Nasdaq, go Nasdaq.
Back.
Gold, new high, another new high. Gold, woo, Nasdaq, gold, go gold. Um, yeah, and the Dow is down. So those are the three. The RUT is also down today. Um,
But it was up big yesterday.
it was.
It was up quite big.
So, you know, S&P, Nasdaq, gold, all hitting new highs. Oil's up, man, not that much, 0.3%. So it's still trading in the 60s. Um, nice range. We love oil when it's in a range.
I love oil when it's nice and flat.
It's flat, it's not moving. Oil volatility is in the 30s. So that's yeah, it's okay. But it's down today. And yeah, so steady as we go. Things are moving along. But even in this market, right? So SPX is flat today. And we had a market power trade yesterday, and it seems like everybody got out at the open.
Oh yeah, I was out at 9:32. I actually posted, I said before I could even take a sip of coffee, I was like, "Oh, I'm already been filled." So I was like, "Oh man, those are the trades you just love." I mean, you can't beat that.
You put it on at the close,
Oh
and you
yeah.
get filled right in the morning.
And we talked about it in class last night. We felt really good about it because you look at the next day. I always look at the next day of what the possible market movers are, like
Mm-hmm.
their events are. So you look at the event calendar, and it was pretty quiet. So I like to step on the gas on these a little bit. If I see that it's not going to be like a big market moving day, most
Right.
likely, I'll try to hit the trade a little heavier as far as contracts go. So we were
Ah,
all, putting all that information together. And there was a low VIX. We are really liking this trade, so it worked out really nicely.
yeah. I mean, you're in the trade for like less than 5 minutes for
I
some
know.
people. They
I know.
put it in the close, get out the open. And the fact that I like it is that at the open, you don't have to do anything. The order is already set, and you're just like, you get the bell ding, and you're like, oh, what happened?
I know it is, you have to admit it's a nice dopamine hit when you have actually the volume up. So you're like, oh, bam, that's nice,
Yeah. I mean, you trade that with enough capital, and you're like, oh, dude, I'm done for today.
I'm done. Yeah.
That's it. I made my money. I'm
I
gone.
mean,
Um, and
and
so
that
even
happens quite a bit in this trade. It really does. But every trade's not created equal, you don't normally get hit out the second the market opens, but man, when it does, it's a great day.
Yeah. And like, the market is trending higher, but mostly it's flat, so it's slowly moving higher. It's grinding higher, right? It's making new highs every day. But um on a day when market is totally flat, how do you make money? Like if you're a trader, like if you're a day trader, today there's really nothing going on. I mean,
No.
you have to go into a stock or something that might be moving, but overall markets, like, yeah, there's no money to be made. But selling options, you put it on, and dude, it's like simple, simple, easy.
Hmm.
So making money when the day is flat. Market is flat. We're still doing good because we still got a whole day of theta decay. Plus, we get the weekend theta decay coming up this the end of the day. So I have several options that are expiring today. Actually, some of them I already placed again. So on Wednesday, I mentioned that I was in a gold put spread, credit spread, um, for this expiration month. I got out today. I put it on again for the same expiration month. Doesn't happen often where
No,
you can
but you
like, get in twice in the same month, but it happened last month and it's happening again this month. And I think gold's going to keep going higher. So
I think so too.
I think this trade is going to be fine. So yeah, making 20% a month on gold. Gold didn't go up 20% in a
No,
month.
no, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
So using options to make 20% on gold is a lot better than just holding the commodity. Um,
I
so
like
yeah.
today as well. I've done a lot of today is I have a lot of covered calls that expire today that I've
Mm.
done stocks that I own. So those worked out really well. So happy
You
about
do
that.
them, what time frame do you do them on?
I usually do them between, I'd say, 30 to 45 days.
Okay.
So
So,
I do
but
it
this is not
almost.
expiration, right? Today's not
Today,
expiration
yeah,
day.
today is I'm on this expiration today
So you did weeklies.
for
You
most of
should
them.
you did weeklies on some of them.
Well, no, I actually set this one up like for, I'd say it's 30 something days from here.
Okay.
That's when I put them on.
All right. All right. Yeah, with my naked puts, I've been playing a lot with weeklies, you know, selling on Friday to expire on Friday. Um,
You like that quick cash.
yeah,
I
yeah. And some of
mean, as long
them,
as you're watching it, it's fine. You just have to be a little bit more in tune with it.
if you get filled, I mean, if you get assigned, you get assigned. I mean, it's okay. I
Yeah.
mean, big names, stocks that are moving higher, stocks that I like, you know. Um, I did get in trouble with some Netflix. Like right now, Netflix has been dropping. I don't know why the last 2 or 3 days. They did lose their head of product is what I think this person was called. So that person left, and so now the stock's been down several percent. It's down another 1% today. So yeah, so that put is in the money, and it's down a few $1,000s. Actually, I think I got two or three of them because Netflix is such an expensive stock, trading at about almost $1,200 right now. So
That's what I was
uh,
looking up right now.
yeah. And
That's crazy.
so yeah, I'm down a few thousand on that, but I just keep rolling it forward, So I don't up till now I haven't had to move the strike. I've just been keeping it the same strike, just rolling it forward. And until a couple of days ago, when this person left, it did look like it was going to expire worthless. Like it came all the way back up to my strike, which is yeah, I'll tell you in a second. My Netflix strike is 1260.
1260. Okay.
Right now, it's trading at 1185 today. So, yeah, it's 100 points. I'm 100 points in the money. Um,
Netflix, it's making me cry because I had a chance. I remembered a while back I did a naked put on Netflix, but it
mhm.
was like sub 300, and
Mm.
I never got it signed. And I'm just like, oh, if I could just, I could ride it all the way up to now, but
It's okay.
that's all
It's,
right.
it's okay. You take a look at our SmackDown when we get to it. There are some pretty good stocks on there.
Hmm.
Um, some people picked some good ones. So it's like I was looking at the list today, and I was like, "Huh, maybe I need to buy some of this."
Worth looking at, you know?
Yeah. So we'll take a look at that. And so market power. Let's just finish that one. This is trade number 18 in a row. So we
Yes,
haven't.
actually, I counted it up today. I was curious. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, we're on a nice little rip here.
Yeah, we haven't lost in months. So I like
Mhm.
that. That's really good. And then on Monday, we are having a training to reveal the Phoenix, which is market power trade number 2. So it uses the same market power signal that we have for market power, but we put this trade on when we're not doing the original. So basically, Now Market Power members will be able to have a trade every single day of the month.
You asked, you got it.
Yeah,
Here we are.
they
Yep.
wanted, they got it. It's still work in progress, but we wanted to get it out as fast as possible. So it's basically going to be like, okay, this is 1 year of data. These are the numbers, and the numbers are outstanding. Um, it's like a oh, I don't know if I have it here. Talk amongst your friend, not amongst yourselves.
We'll pull it up. Let's see.
Uh, um, what were the numbers? I think it was like there was like 100 trades in year to date. So from January to the end of last month, right? So the end of August. Um we had let's see here. Okay, I think I find it. All right, yeah. So there were 119 total trades, 99 winners. So that's an 83% win rate. The average trade won about $800. The average loss was about $1,500. So it's like, if you lose, you're going to lose two. If you make one, but you're winning on over 80%. So you're definitely going to be in the positive. Um, the largest win was 3,400
Mhm.
and the largest loss was 2,500. So it's like, okay, even if the worst case happens, right, in the whole year, $2,500, okay, I can handle that,
Yeah, in the scheme of things,
right?
of
Especially if
course.
you're making $800 every win.
Absolutely.
And so it's like, okay, 2,500 is the worst I can lose. Hey, that's the worst that was in the whole year. And this was trading during that whole April tariff liberation
Tantrum,
day.
the tariff
Yeah,
tantrum.
that whole nutsy stuff, right? And so it's like, yeah, we could trade during through that stuff. When the VIX is like 60, then and come out with these type of numbers, yeah, I think we're going to do okay. So I'm happy with that. There are still some things that we need to finalize, and so I wanted to go ahead and give it out to everybody. And then you've already started trading it live,
Mhm.
so we have some actual live data in the mix. And as we go forward, we're going to be testing and continue to test and continue to learn before we kind of like, okay, finalize the rules and say, okay, this is exactly the way we're going to do it. We have like a beta set of rules right now, and we're going to share them with everybody. And we're going to tell everybody, hey, you know what? Um, paper trade this until we kind of fine tune it a little bit more.
Yep.
But it's definitely very, very close to being reality. Like, hey, this is really good. Even
Yeah,
if
it
the way,
definitely is.
I mean, even if you do it the way it is now, the numbers are still outstanding.
Hmm.
And you know, the one thing, okay, that I didn't tell people this, um, that the when you do it real, the numbers will be better than the back test. So when I say, yeah, your average win was 800, your average win should be somewhere around 850. It's even better. And your loss will be even less.
And why do you say that?
For reasons. So the first reason was when I did the back test, I did not try to get the best price. I
Mhm.
took the first price. So I traded at the bid and the ask. Now, normally when you're trading, right, you don't want to trade at the bid and the ask because you're getting gypped both ways.
You're getting the worst.
You're getting the worst price possible. And so even if you take 1 second and move it to the mid price, you're going to, it's going to cost you less money to get in when you're buying, and you're going to make more when you sell. And this is trading SPX. So the bid and the ask on one single option can be pretty large,
Yeah.
right? So if you go to the bid, you might save anywhere from 5 cents to 20 cents on every single option. That's $5 to $20 extra that you would make that I didn't get in the back test. And there are four options in the trade. So if it's like $20 times four, that's 80.
Yeah, which is significant.
That's getting in.
Yeah.
And then when you're getting out, you're getting even more,
Yep.
right? So, every trade you should make a lot more money than what I did in the back test. That was the one thing. The second thing was the lottery ticket. So I'll explain that, on Monday. But the lottery ticket is basically a part of the trade that can make a lot of money really quickly. Whenever the lottery ticket would hit in the back test in the morning, I would just take it off.
And you're done.
I'd be like, oh, okay, I need to move on. I need to get all the trades done. So I don't have time to milk this baby. Because there were times when the lottery ticket would have double, tripled the amount of money that I had made from the lottery ticket. But I didn't have time for that. I'm like, I just need to get on the next trade. It's over. I got my profit. Okay, go, move on. And so if somebody's sitting at home and they're doing this, they don't have to get out,
Right.
right? So they could sit there and wait and milk that baby for maybe double or triple what.
That's what I'm really excited about because, any trade that you get into, you have the basis of what you're doing, it works. And then what I get really excited about how you fine tune it through the process and it gets better and better. You see
Mhm.
lots of different things. So,
Yeah.
uh,
So
yeah,
that
you
was
can
a
be
couple ways. You know, and then it's going to be, yeah, so we're doing that on Monday. That's exciting. And then everybody together is just going to, I think we're going to learn it as a group because I'm sure other people will have other ideas, right? And be like, oh, hey, can
certainly.
we try
Yeah.
this? Or can we do this? Or, hey, I thought, I came up with this idea. Like, oh, cool.
I know.
And so that's what we've been doing. And even with market power, after this trade, we have another trade that Coach T came up with that she's been doing for a while and has been working really well. So we have to go back and back test that trade and see how that's going to do. And she's already been doing it, for like over a year now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's working great. So I'm really excited about that trade too. So now it's like, okay, we got market power, we got three trades, and yeah, you're going to be overloaded with trades, which is just this
And that's
one
exactly what we're
membership.
talking about because we look at market power and then she looked at it a certain way and came up with this iteration of it. So it's fascinating what we can come up with.
Yeah, she came up with a couple of different things.
Yeah.
So, uh,
We're like, what are you doing?
yeah.
That's good. I mean, that's the power of groups, right? That
That's
are
the
doing
power of
the
the
same thing.
membership. Yeah, the power
Yeah.
of the community. So yeah, we got a lot of smart people in there. So I'm excited about that. Um, okay, so that's on Monday coming up. Um, right now, market's doing fine. We got the Fed coming on Wednesday. You still
The,
think 25 or you think 50?
I'm going with 25. I think, anytime they're talking about, I'd be very surprised with 50. As just as surprised I'd be with no cut. So I'm in the range of that they're going to do a quarter point cut.
Okay.
I'm holding to it.
All right. I think I agree with you. I think they probably do a quarter point.
Yeah, there's talk about I don't think they're going to do it that quickly. They're that much.
They have time, they're meeting again the next month and they're going to
Trump's
meet
going to yell
again
at
in
him no matter
December.
what. He'll be like, "Okay, you only did a quarter point, you idiot."
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, you're
Too,
you're
too
you're
late,
killing
Powell.
you're killing the country. And if they do 50, they're gonna be like, yeah, they finally listen to me.
You did 50 because there's too late, and now they're behind the eight ball. Now
Yeah,
they
we
got
need another 50.
should have cut 3 points.
Speaking
But
of the
it
Fed and Trump, right? So we still have Lisa Cook. We still have this situation with Lisa Cook, right? Mortgage fraud is what she's been allegedly accused of doing. Trump has now gone to the Supreme Court and said, hey, I want her fired before the next Fed meeting. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but that's what he's saying. The guy who came up with this charge, I think he's the head of urban housing and urban development, the HUD guy. I think he's the HUD guy. His name is
what's
Pulte.
his name?
Pulte,
Okay. Yeah.
kind of like the home builder.
Pulte
Pulte.
Home
I don't know if
Builders.
he's
Yeah.
I don't know if he's related, but
That's kind of weird.
yeah. So you know how like if you throw a fist, somebody else is gonna throw another fist back. Like you slap somebody, people are gonna slap you back, right? So he came up with this charge, And so people started, investigative journalists started looking into him
Of course.
and his families and his relatives and whatnot. And so they've discovered that his father and his stepmother are, they have multiple homes in different states, and they claim that each of their home is the primary residence.
Of course.
And so, they have the homestead exemption on multiple properties. Now, the investigative journalist does not have the ability to go check the mortgage records. And so I don't know if they can do that and see if they're doing the same exact thing that Lisa Cook is accused of doing. That would be kind of funny. Not only that, but then they also looked at the different members of Trump's cabinet. And there are three members of the Trump cabinet who are doing the exact same thing.
No, I wouldn't believe that. No way.
Three members that are trying to evade taxes by claiming multiple properties as their primary residence. Oh my goodness. Like,
Why the normal person gets buried.
I know, right? It's like clean up your own stuff before you go after somebody else, right? I mean, at
Oh,
least
yeah.
have your hands clean before you accuse other people of doing the same exact thing that you're doing. Now,
There's
they
a
are, it's a little
yeah.
bit different, right? Mortgage fraud and this fraud. This fraud is on the state level, so there's no jail time. Mortgage fraud is jail time, but the only way to find the mortgage fraud is to go back and look at all the personal loan application, which most people can't do. The HUD can do. So,
Right.
Mr. Pulte could investigate his father if he wanted to. Chances are pretty low of that happening.
We'll see. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
it's never gonna end.
If I was filthy rich, the one thing I probably would do is whoever is running for president, I would give them money just for the hell of it. It's like, hey, if I ever need you, dude, I'm giving you money. If I ever need you for something or a favor
They
or
kind of do
a
that.
pardon, if I need a
Yeah.
pardon, I'm gonna give you a lot of money. Here you go.
It's just I there's
Because
so
they
much
can come after you for the smallest thing.
if they
It's
want to, sure.
Yeah. I live in this city called Sugarland in Texas, the suburb of Houston. And it's a nice, beautiful little suburb, very safe. And so the police, they have a citizens academy where for like 10
Yeah.
weeks,
I
for
know where
10
you're going with
weeks,
this.
you
Yeah.
go every week and they teach you certain things that they're doing. And so like one time there was a guy talking about, the different drugs that are coming through on the highways and all that stuff. There was another guy talking about the canine unit. There was another guy talking about um uh like how they do. Oh, so there was traffic violations and traffic stops and whatnot. And the traffic guy was like, there are so many rules in the traffic book that if I watch you driving for 5 minutes, I
I
can
pull you
get you
over.
on something. I don't care. I can get every single person on something. And then there was a couple of different officers there, and one officer is like, "Yeah, if I pull you over, I'm gonna, talk to you, and I'm probably gonna let you go. I'm gonna give you a warning and be like, hey, don't do it again. If I see you doing it again, the same place, then I'll give you a ticket." And then there's the other guy is like, "Dude, if I pull you over, you're getting a ticket. That's
I'm
it.
just
I
in a
don't
bad
care."
mood. I'm just in a bad mood. You got me at the wrong
That
time. You're
guy's like
done.
always in a bad mood.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care because, would you want me to let the other guy go? No, right? So I'm not gonna let you go either. I'm gonna give every single person a ticket. I was like, but that's the thing with these laws and these rules. They can get you for, doesn't matter how good you are, how how what a nice person you are, and you try to stay above the rules all the time. They can get you for something because there's so many rules.
Yeah, I mean, you could get a rolling stop. I mean, how many people come to an actual stop, for example,
And
at a
yeah,
stop sign?
and
Just
that's
the
just
lines are
traffic rules.
rolling. Yeah, I went right on red. I wasn't supposed to. I mean, there's a gajillion things. So,
So you look at the tax laws, You look at all this stuff with the permitting for your house. Oh, you put a, you remodeled your bathroom and you didn't get a permit. Oh, sorry. What? All kinds of crazy stuff. So
What
it's
concerns me is as we go on through life, there's more and more rules. I mean, it's never less. It's just more and more and more and more and more. It's like, how do we, um, it's never less, right? We never go back with less rules. It just seems like as we go on in time, there's more and more and more and more. So there'll always be a need for a lawyer. Well, at least an AI lawyer.
yeah, AI lawyers for sure. Oh man. Okay. So, um, damn. Okay. So let's talk trading stuff. So I got a couple questions here that came in from the mailbag. Let's hit those. And then we'll do SmackDown. All right. So, question for you, sir. All right. Question is, I am at a pivotal point in my trading career. I'm quite frankly burnt out, lacking results basically over it, but at the same time, I absolutely love trading and want it to be my day job so bad I can taste it. Success has just always stayed beyond my grasp. I've been a swing trader for 8 years. The last 4 years under the guidance of IBD, with what I would describe as blah or lackluster results. It's true that I have had some big winners over the years, but almost always give most of it back. I am up overall, but my win rate is in the 30% range, which is incredibly frustrating over the long term. I am super disciplined, patient, and focused, which I believe is the main reason I haven't branched out to other strategies yet. I believe that I am being disciplined by avoiding style drift. Long story short, I'm intrigued by your 70 and 80% win rates and your conservative style. I've worked 20 years as a project manager in construction, which I hate, and I don't want to lose my nest egg. I think your style of trading would do good for my psyche. I know I need a change. I'm a bit nervous about options, but ready to start on my learning curve with you and your team. However, I have no idea where to start. Please help. You need me to repeat any of that? That was pretty long.
Oh, what do you think, Alan? No, you're gonna ask me.
No, I'm letting you go.
Oh, I knew it. I knew
I after reading that, I need a drink of water.
it. I'll take one too. Well, I mean, the reason I think so he's done swing trading for a long time. There seems to be some burnout there for sure, right? I think you have to um, kind of clean your slate in a way. You have to be like, okay, maybe I'm burned out on a certain strategy. I need to look at a different strategy. We have several strategies that we do at OptionGenius. We do them in a conservative manner. I like the simplicity of what we do, and that seems like something that would be right up his alley. So my suggestion would be like, okay, look at what we have available and then just focus on one, right? And getting good at that and treating your trading as a number. Like what kind of number do you want to uh, reach each month, for example? What would be changing for you? And then work on the consistency to meet that goal. So um, I think you have to disassociate where you are in a way. Be like, okay, this is the past. I'm a little bit burned out, but I'm willing to learn a new strategy or learning a new way to trade.
Okay,
So,
where does he start?
well, everyone's different. So, based on his experience, which sounds like he knows a good deal, maybe it's
Well, he knows
month.
about trading, but not options.
Yeah, well, I would probably go on like a monthly credit spread, possibly system like we do. Right? So we had credit spread mastery. You could do that. We have you could even branch into oil futures, you know, something like that. That'd be a little bit different than what he's used to,
Hmm.
right? But we'll deliver something new, something that's refreshing to him. So
Yeah. I do
I
think,
think you should be open to a new way of doing things
right. And
because
I mean,
ultimately it's burned out.
yeah, and he says that he goes, I think I'm disciplined, and it's my discipline that has kept me from going into other strategies. Because, like, hey, I think this works. These people told me it works, and I'm just going to stick to it until I make it work.
Right.
What do you say to that?
Um, I think that it's a good trait to have that he has. You have to be disciplined to be any kind of trader, and he is that. But there is a time in your life where it's maybe not the right fit for him, so he has to move on to something else, right?
Mm,
And you have to. It's not easy, right? There's a million different ways to trade out there, and it's hard to parse out what's real and what's not, and what works and what doesn't. So, I think that that being the world that we're in, you're going to have to continue to be positive and move into something and see if it's right for you. And only you know after you do it and you prove it to yourself. It's not about what we're giving out. You have to prove it to yourself that it works for you.
yeah, I agree. I mean, so he's been doing it for 8 years. He is positive, but he hates the fact that he's only winning 30% of his trades.
Yeah.
And he's burned out because obviously, I mean, he's working a full-time job,
Well, he said
construction,
he's been doing everything that they told him to do. And that gets very deflating and frankly depressing,
right?
right? So that's why I'm saying you have to break away from that and try something new.
Yeah. And so he's been working full time, doing something that he doesn't like at all. And then on top of that, he's trying to find time during the day to actually do these swing trades. So it's like stress on top of stress.
Hmm.
So I definitely think that, I don't know how he found this particular type of trading, but, and there might be something here for us too. Like we might be able to come up with, um, like some kind of diagram or some kind of way for people to choose. Like, what is the best style of trading for me? Like you said, in this position in his life, this part of his life, it might not be the best thing for him. And so I remember when I was, you know, getting out of college, or actually, I don't know when I did this, but I was like really young. Maybe I was probably still in college, and I'm trying to figure out like what do I want to do with my life, right? And so I knew that I didn't want to go work for a big company. I knew I didn't want this, I didn't want that, but I couldn't figure out what I actually wanted. And so I sat down and I did the opposite of what normal people do. I made a list of all the things that I did
Which
not
is the right
want,
move.
right? I did the do not want list, do not do list.
Yeah,
And I
they
made a
tell you to do that. Yeah.
oh, they do? Okay, well, yeah,
Well,
they didn't
I've
tell,
read that
nobody
in
told
books.
me.
Like they said to actually focus on what you don't want, and that will tell you what you want, right?
Okay.
Get rid of all the stuff that you definitely don't want, and that should tell you. I think that's in like the book, What Color is My Parachute? Remember that book? It
Is it?
really
Well,
tells
yeah,
you,
I was doing
yeah,
that before that came out. So I'm going
yeah,
to take credit for this
you should.
idea.
But it's very true. A lot of them will say, get rid of the stuff in your life that you don't want, and that will bring you to the stuff that you want.
Yeah, it does make you a lot simpler in life and happier. But I think, so I made a list of all the stuff I didn't want. I don't want to do this. I don't do this. I don't deal with this. I don't know. That. And at the end, there were so many things on that list that there was not much left over for me to actually do. And I was like, okay, there's only like two or three things that I can do for a living. And they happen to make me really happy. One of them was trading, and the other one was doing something online. And so now we're coaching online. So
Hmm.
we're coaching online and we're trading. And so I got best of both of them. And it does, I mean, that's the perfect space for me. Because part of my thing was, hey, I don't want to have a dress code. And you can see me, I'm wearing my t-shirts every day, right? This is my dress
No, you
code.
don't have the freedom shirt on
Whatever the
today.
hell I want.
Basic, no, you have nothing. There's no, this is a
It's
blank
just
shirt.
clean. It's just flat. It's just clean. I don't wear like I try
No
not to
sponsors,
wear.
nothing.
No sponsor. I don't like the logos. I don't want logos on my shirt. I don't want you want me to put your logo? You pay me. Like I don't have a big Nike shirt across. Like no, you pay me to wear that.
Right?
The only clothes I have that have logos are the Disney ones.
I know you're a big Disney guy.
Yeah. Anyway, so for this fellow, I think he can go back and he can do the do not do, but for trading,
Hmm.
right? And I've never given this advice before. It's really good advice. But like, okay, what do you not want to do or have in your trading career? And it sounds like for him, he does want action. Like he likes the swing trading aspect of it, where it's like, you're putting on trades, you're getting out of trades. He does like that.
Hmm.
So the classic passive trading that we do, um, where you're putting on a trade for 30 days one time and then you're just waiting and you're relaxed while the trade is decaying, that might not work for him.
Yep.
But he also doesn't like winning only 30% of the time. So he needs to have a very high win rate. Well, to have a high win rate, you need to have something else.
Right strategy.
Um, and so, like you said, oil options they move quickly, right? They do move faster. Commodity options are highly leveraged.
It can
So
be very slow. It can be painstakingly slow, right? And
sometimes, right?
very
Sometimes,
quickly.
yeah. Actually, most of the time, I think it's kind of slow where you put the trade on and you're
Mhm.
waiting. But some of the times, the dragon wakes up, and then at those times, it moves very quickly.
Good man.
So that might be one thing. Another thing he might be getting into is like the weekly options, something like a market power. I mean, imagine that, right? Market power for him, classic with Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a
He's
mix
put
of both.
he's putting on a trade every day. Each trade takes like what, like 10 minutes. He could do it at work and he's got like a 90% success rate. I think that might be an answer, something like that, right?
But what you said is it's very truthful, and I think it's the hardest thing for someone to figure out is that they have to know, really look at yourself and be like, okay, what kind of trader am I? And that's not a very easy thing to figure out, but you need to take some time to really figure that out. Because, like you said, you could be in a market power trade, you could be in that program, and that may not be the right fit for you, right? Or oil could be the best fit for you. So you need to
Mhm.
look at like it's a menu of options, but it's a menu out there that you have to really kind of dig in to be like, okay, what is my best temperament and how is that going to work, right? Because you have to fit the trade to your lifestyle, right? And if you're doing something, you're working a job that's really busy and you don't like the fast-paced trading of a market power, maybe oil is your answer, right? So you have to take that time to kind of figure that out. Um, but there's something for everybody,
Yeah. And
for
there was
sure.
one fellow I remember, and I use his example. So he joined us for the oil options program, and he kept texting me and contacting me and be like, "Hey, this is not working. This is not working. I'm just losing money on every trade." And I'm like, "Oh, what? How?" It's like,
Like,
well, right now it's pretty simple. Everybody's doing really well. How are
put
you
the
losing
trade on and
money?
take it off. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got on the phone with him, or we did a call or whatever. I don't remember. It was a while ago. And he's like, "Yeah, I put this trade on, and then as soon as I put it on, I was down $200." It's like, "What'd you do?" "I got out. I can't lose $200." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What? Like, do you not understand how options work?" He goes, "Yeah, I know how options work. You sell them, and then they go up, and you make money." I'm like, "Okay, have you been through the whole system? Like,
That's it. You got
you
it.
watch all the videos?"
Yeah.
Most of the time, when you sell an option, it could show a negative. It could show that,
Actually,
yes,
and
you are down
lots of
money
times it
for a
will show a
while,
negative for a while. Yeah.
especially when you put it on right away.
Hmm.
And so you have to wait for that theta decay to kick in and maybe for the price to move in your favor or the theta decay to kick in. And eventually then you'll get to zero and then you'll get positive. And then hopefully it goes up from there. But just because you put the trade on and 10 minutes later you're negative $100, $200 or something, doesn't mean you pull the plug on the trade. Like, what's your stop loss? He goes, "Oh no, my stop loss is $200." I was like, "Okay."
That's a misunderstanding of how the
Yes.
trade works,
I'm like,
right?
I'm like, "Sir, okay. At this point, I think we've come to a conclusion that this is not for you." I'm gonna go ahead, refund the money that you paid for the program, and I hope you find something that suits your liking. Because no, that's not gonna how it
Trading is
works.
not for you.
No,
Yeah.
trading is not for you. Um, you know, this fellow that we're talking with the question, I mean, obviously he knows how to win, how to lose. So I don't think that's his problem. Um, but for most people that like, hey, I don't know where to start, it's like, okay, one strategy, learn the basics, right? Learn the basics. What is it called? What does it put? Why do we sell them? What are the options? Like, what are probability of profit? What's theta? How does that work? How does volatility work? Right? Those are the basics. Those we have to understand before we actually get in. Then we pick one strategy and be like, okay, hey, I like this strategy. You do it a few times. If you like it, then great. If not, you move on to another one. You find one that you like, and you find one that makes the most sense to you, and then you just do that one over and over and over again until you get good at it. Now, seems like that's what he tried, but one of the things with selling options is we do have a very high success rate. 80%, 90% is common. And so, like you said, the psyche part, if you're losing on most of your trades, you eventually don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, why
But
would you?
but when you're winning on your trades, you're happy, you're excited, you want to do it. It kind of gets ho hum about it, like, oh hey, I'm doing another trade, gonna make some more
Mhm.
money. The danger for us is that if you're not paying attention to the trade, you could lose a lot compared to how much you're making, right?
Yes.
Because the risk reward, if you want to have, you have to, it's a balance, and you have to figure this out when you're figuring out what to trade. Like if you're swing trading, right, you're trying to make, like, I don't know, $5 for every $1 that you're going to lose. And that's sense. That makes sense. Okay. But you're not going to win that many of them. So you're hoping that two or three of your trades, you make like 50. And so you're ahead. For us, we're on the other side. We're going to make most of the time. So we're going to make one, but if we lose the most, we could lose, say, nine.
Hmm.
But most of the time, we're going to make, so we're going to make one, 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 one. But if you don't pay attention and you lose nine, then you're going to end up break even or at a loss. So we have to come up with a way that, okay, how do we make sure that we don't not pay attention and we take the big loss? So we keep
Put
our
those
losses,
guardrails in place. Yeah.
yeah, we keep our losses manageable so that the numbers and the odds work out, the strategy math works out, and so that we come out ahead. Now, that's the biggest problem, the emotions, right? So for us, for option sellers, for passive traders, it's really about, hey, the process is relatively easy to understand. Implementation is where the errors come in, the human emotions. And this guy is saying he has discipline, so that would be wonderful. He would be
Yeah.
probably a
That's
really good option seller
mhm.
because he can stay on top of it. He can have the discipline to get out when he needs to, and then just put the trade on exactly as it's. He's not going to, I don't think this guy seems like the guy that he's going to be tinkering with the rules. It's like, oh,
Right.
yeah, Matt told me to do this, but I think I'm going to go do it this way instead. No,
There are
this
those
guy,
people, right? I mean, we're all
they're all
different
over the
people.
place.
Yeah, they're all over, sure.
So I don't think
But
this
we're
guy's going to be
after
like that.
we're after consistency, and you have to have the discipline to do it. You have to match up your temperament. You have to, to achieve that success, and that takes a little bit of doing. It takes a little bit of self-discovery, but it's definitely doable. I mean, we do it all the time.
Yeah. And I think with passive trading, the whole point of it was for it to be boring. You know, that was the
Let's
whole, that
face it, a
was
lot of people don't like boring. It's tough for
it.
them.
Yeah. So
Very tough.
they're like, hey, I want to sell options, but I don't want to do passive trading. It's like, okay, well, go to market power and we have some other stuff. Right.
Yeah.
But for the ones like for passive trading, for it was basically built for me because I wanted to be done in a way where, hey, I can make money and pay all my bills and have more than enough money coming in every month, but then I can go do something else with my time. I'm not
Yeah,
stuck
you
in
don't
front
want
of
to
the
be in
screen.
front of the computer every minute of the day.
Yeah.
It's,
So
you know.
that's not for everybody. And that's why we have things like market power, which we probably wouldn't have done, but we just stumbled upon it. And it's like,
Mhm.
okay, hey, this is really good. It's really making a lot of money. We probably should share this with people. So yeah. So we're kind of adapting and changing. So we have, the passive trading side, and then we have the trading heavy side.
Yeah, I always look at it, it's like we have a buffet of options, right? And there's something for everybody in the way that we do it. So,
Yep.
yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, his question was, where do I start? I think we gave him some good ideas.
Mhm.
And really, this person is the main person who I'm thinking about when we're developing the club, right? And the whole idea behind the club is, okay, where are you right now? Where do you want to go? And how do we get you there?
Which
Through
I think is so key because
options.
there's so many people asking those questions. They don't know where they are, right? They don't know when we talk about the spectrum of where you are as far as experience and um, in trading, and it's people are all over the place, and that's the hardest question to know. Like, okay, where do I want to go, and where am I? Right? Like, where am I along this whole journey? Right? So that's going to be really, really special, I think.
Yeah. And so I've
That's
been I've been, I've been thinking about it right now. We've hired a consultant to help us craft and make sure that, all the content that is there for everybody, and um to brainstorm and to come up with different ideas so that no matter who comes in, it's like, okay, what do you need? Okay, we have something that can help you, right? And so that's what I was doing all day yesterday. Like I went for a drive yesterday. Something when I want to I'd get in the car and drive. So I was driving for a couple hours yesterday, just thinking,
and then you
okay,
got pulled over. Is that what you're saying?
no, man, my car's too old. I can't go fast. I'm afraid to get a new car because I got a lead foot. I'm gonna get tickets like every other week. And that's why I've been thinking about, I told you how I'm gonna give money to the president. Well, I think you can give money to the police chief, and it might be a lot less money.
The local police of
The
Sugar.
local police chief, like,
All
hey,
right.
do you guys need any funding?
Do you remember me in the program?
Yeah, it's like, I'll buy some tickets to your ball, the policeman ball. I'll buy half the room. Just
Pretty
make sure
soon
I
you
don't
won't
get
have
any
to drive.
tickets
It's going to be automatic driver anyway. So
soon. Yes.
nothing to worry about.
So, so I was thinking, get in the car, and I'm like, okay, hey, what type of people are going to come into this program? And this guy's obviously somebody like that. Like, hey, I like action. I want to quit my job, but I don't know anything about options, and I want it to be done as fast as possible. It's like, okay,
Mhm.
how do we create a program to get you from there to there as fast as possible, without giving you all the extra fluff? So it's like
Right.
there's stuff that you have to know, and then there's stuff that's really nice to know. So we have to streamline it. Like, okay, this is how to get to the next level, next level, next level. But then there's also other stuff that you want to know, or if you have time, learn this too, because this will also help you. So we have both sides. And then the consultant, he asked me, he's like, okay, how about like different tracks for people? Like we have the different levels, right? Okay, you got to go to level one, level two, but what about like different tracks? Like what if somebody only wants to do uh really fast trades, like daily trades?
Hmm.
What if somebody comes in and says, well, I have $6 million. So we need
So I
we need a
do.
track for people that have a ton of money. We have track for people that have very little money. We have a track for people that, I don't know, different situations. So it's like, okay, this is confusing.
Yeah,
This is
you got to put them
hard.
in the right vehicle, right, and the right track to get where they want to go, and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the biggest
Exactly.
issue.
It's like this
Yeah.
is hard. Like, what do we give them a little label? Like, okay, hey, dude, you're in the Corvette club, right? You're in the Corvette area over here. You're in the minivan area because you don't mind. You'll go a little slow, but you want to be safe. You're
But you
you're
need to do
you're
it in a way where you're not dangerous to yourself, right? I mean, you have
yeah.
to. There's a guy, I always bring this up, but it's so true. It's like, we're told we learn how to drive. It's like, okay, I don't need to know about everything about the car and how it works to drive the car, right? Show me where the gas is, the pedal, the basics, right? And then you can get to where you want to go and fine tune it as you go. So it's so true in trading too. It's like you have to be um, given the information that you can digest, and you get to figure out what track you're going in. And yeah, very true.
It's like electricity, right?
Hmm.
I want to switch. it on and I want it to work, and I don't really care how it works. Just tell me what not to touch so I don't kill myself.
Right.
Um, and so I was thinking about that yesterday, and I'm like, I've been reading books and everything, and people keep coming up with, and I'm not sure how true this is, but the last book I read, the guy was like, people keep saying that they need to know technical analysis in order to trade well. What do you think about that?
I don't think so.
I agree. I don't, the way we do it, like we use very little technical analysis, very few indicators at all, if any, except like moving averages and,
No, we talk
um,
about drawing like a crayon. I mean,
yeah.
here's the basics. And
So,
I mean, that's refreshing to people. I don't think you don't need to, I mean,
right.
life's complicated enough. You don't need to make things overcomplicated.
Right. But then the thing is that they have this belief when they're coming in, right? So like
Sure.
they come into the club and they're like, okay, hey, I need to learn how to trade. I need to know the Fibonacci and I need to know this and I need to know that. And are you going to teach it to me? And we're going to be like, no. And they're going to be like, well, then you can't help me. It's like, but we're exactly what you need, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay, how do
But I need to
we
know that Bollinger Band thing.
Right. So it's like, okay, how do we, so it's like you take this belief that they have and then you have to switch it so that they see the light, they see the truth. They're like, okay, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we're working on that and that's one thing that I've been tampering with. Like, okay, how do we handle that stuff? Oh, by the way, Alexis says hi. So, hey, Alexis.
Hello.
um, and then yeah. So anybody else that wants to say hi in the comments, go ahead. No problem. we love people chatting with us.
Sure.
And Alexis, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. uh, and okay, so yeah, so that was it for the questions. We're running out of time. But let's go ahead and we gotta do
SmackDown.
the update on the
Okay.
SmackDown. So go ahead, share your screen for us, please, Mr. Matt.
Okay.
And let's go ahead update this stuff. There's some interesting things happening with the club, or sorry, not with the club, with the SmackDown. There's something I wanted to point out. Now, last Wednesday, we had Hood took a jump because they were added to the S&P 500. So good for that. Let's go ahead. Oh, let me pull up the watch list and I'll give you the numbers. All right. So Amix, $1.11.
$1.11.
All right.
Okay.
So not much there. Lily, 755.89.
Ooh.
Oh, nice gain there.
Yeah.
Tesla is up nice today, 393.65. I think it was up like 6% today.
393.
Yeah. All
Ooh,
right.
nice.
So, okay, what's next? Palantir is up today, 171.27.
171.27.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
ITRG is $2.68. So no movement on that one.
Mr. Strickland. Okay.
Fortinet is $80.08.
$8.
Not much on that one. TLT, $89.90. NTNX is next. 79.81.
79.81. Okay.
Yep. That's a nice one, 14%. FNV is $201.80.
Do a 180.
Yep. So this one was from Michael. I wanted to point out that this stock has just crossed $200 for the first time ever in its history. And so, according to our theory, it's going to go to 220. We don't
You're talking FNV?
FNV, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mhm.
It's actually a gold related stock, so it's got the wind behind it. It's supposed to go to 220. We don't know exactly when. We need to come up with a name for this like, for a stock that fits this criteria. I don't know what it is, like
Yeah,
the
people
the
should put that in the
10%
comments.
club or the 10
Yeah,
10 10 uppers or something. I don't know what we're gonna call it. We need a name for that.
the booster.
The booster, 10% booster club. But yeah, so that one, if anybody's watching this, that one is a probably something that you wanna look at. All right, Hood. Let's see. Hood is at 116.88.
Ooh,
Actually came down a little bit.
115.88, you said?
Yeah.
80. Okay.
All right.
Ooh,
Google is at 241.98.
41.98.
Netflix is sucking it up right now. 1187.55.
1187.
87.55.
Here.
All
Okay.
right. Monster, which is a short.
Monster. I did it again.
I always call
Strategy.
it Monster. I always call it Monster. It's 331.59. So it actually is negative a little bit. That's good.
All right.
And then HL, which was the winner so far, is $11.27.
1127.
So that one is up 24%. After that, we got Hood at 16, then we got NTNX at 14, and then after that, we got Palantir at 11. Oh no, sorry, we got Tesla
Tesla.
at 12,
Yeah.
and then Palantir. And those are all up over 10% in like a week.
Very nice. Tesla, huh? So what's the big news with Tesla right now, other than they think you can do all the robotics?
I have no idea. It's up 6% today, so something
That's
happened.
quite a jump today, though. I mean,
Almost
just
7% today.
all right.
Let's look it up. All right.
Let's see, Tesla. The
Doo-doo-doo.
one Trump tweet away from dropping another 50 points.
Okay, so it looks like Tesla has full regulatory approval for the robo taxi in Nevada,
Ah, okay.
and that's probably what sent the price higher.
Very nice.
I thought they had already gotten that, but I guess not. We talked about last time Amazon got it for their robo taxi. Waymo's been in Vegas for a long time already. Um, so
Is it what's their competitor? The Zeusk? Is it?
that's the Amazon one, I think.
Amazon one, okay.
Yeah. So Waymo is the biggest one. They're the most advanced at this point. They're owned by Google. They got they're in LA, San Francisco, Austin, Vegas, and now I think they're going to Miami. Tesla Auto is in, I think, just one, Austin,
Hmm.
and now they're going to Nevada. The Amazon one, the Zeusk, got approval for Vegas, but they don't have as many cars. That's the thing with Tesla. Tesla's got every Tesla on the road can be a robo taxi. So if they get approval, then they win automatically because they got the most cars on the road.
Right.
So
Could be
that would
interesting to
be
see.
interesting. Yeah.
I just noticed, by the way, Oracle's come back down to earth a little bit.
Yes.
We were talking about that.
It's
I
coming
want to
back
buy
down.
that at the top there.
I
Maybe
hope you
wait a little
didn't.
bit.
Yeah, I hope you did not. So the Fed is coming out Wednesday. They were going to cut. I think it's already baked into the price. So um, we'll see what
I mean,
happens.
it is going to be super interesting if they hold it steady.
Oh wow, yeah. If they hold it steady, we're looking at like
Yeah,
a 4% drop in the market.
yeah. Make sure your britches are on.
Yeah. I mean, you could buy some puts. VIX is really cheap right now. You could
Yeah,
buy
you
you could
do.
buy some put protection.
Yeah.
I don't think you need it. There was so last night on Fast Money, they had one of their CNBC guys come on, Rick Santelli. He normally does like the bond report and stuff like that, talking about bonds, but this time he's talking about stocks. So he's looking at it, and he talks to a lot of people, and he was saying that the majority of institutional capital is still on the sidelines, meaning it's not in the market, it's not deployed.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah. That this run up in the market has been done by the retail investor. And so a lot of Wall Street, a lot of the big players, their money's on the sideline. And now we're coming to the end of the year, and these guys are behind the benchmark, meaning
Mhm.
that, the market is pulling away now, right? The S&P is up like what, 14 now, and Nasdaq's up 15, 16, something like that. And so these guys they need to beat it in order for them to get their fees,
So you
or at
think they're going
least
to pour it in, huh?
otherwise they're going to look really bad. So according to him, yes, as soon as the Fed starts lowering the rates, he says that they are going to start pouring in. The Dow right now, it's at what is it at now? Um,
40.
I'm not sure what it is.
Let's see.
DJX. Let me see.
45,
DJX.
939.
Yeah,
So down 166 today.
right.
Points.
So he mentioned the Dow, and I guess he gave a number. I forgot what it was. I thought it was a different number. So I'm not sure which one he was talking about. Um, but he was thinking it's going to go up, several, at least 5 to 10%, 10% somewhere in that
Over
range
50.
to the end of the year.
I mean, it's at an all-time high yesterday.
It's close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right
And
now, it's down today.
46,137.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so it's 46,000, right? I think he was saying it's going to 56,000. I think that's what he said. So
Imagine.
he's like expecting a big run because of all that money coming in. So,
Sell
uh,
puts.
well, I mean, everybody at this point is bullish. I
Yeah,
don't see anybody that is bearish. That's always a scary thing. When
that
everybody's on
is a
one side of
scary,
the
yeah.
boat, the boat tips over. So we need some bearish
Well,
people coming in.
don't they say Wall Street climbs the wall of worry, right?
Hmm.
So it's like I don't know, sometimes it pays to be the contrarian.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So it might be over, it might be baked in the fact that the Fed is going to cut. If they do not cut, we're going lower. If they cut 25, I think it's like nothing. If they cut 50, we might go up 1% or 2 at this point. Um, but it does look like, we're probably going to get more than one cut this year. I'm thinking if the Fed is not contaminated by Trump,
Right,
you
and there's a
know,
lot that can happen between, who's going
right.
to be in the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, so if it's not contaminated, I think we get two cuts, 25, 25. If it is, we might get 25, 25, 50. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But the inflation number that came out yesterday was the same. It was pretty decent. It wasn't too high, it wasn't low. And so the Fed is now focused more on the jobs, which are getting worse. And, if you read the headlines, you see the layoffs every day, and they're coming
Yeah,
because
that's
of,
why I'm leaning for them to do a cut.
yeah,
They just can't have that.
yeah. I mean, they're people are losing jobs because of AI, a slowdown in the economy, which hasn't hit that bad yet. It's
Mhm.
coming, you can see it coming, but it hasn't hit yet. It's just, if somebody quits, they're not getting replaced. Sort of
Right.
thing, right? And then the immigration thing, which is not being properly accounted for because they don't know how to account for it. They don't know how it's impacting the job market,
Right, and
right?
that takes time to work through. So
Yeah,
yeah.
because I always thought like, okay, if somebody's illegal, they cannot be hired, right? But then you have the ICE people showing up at these buildings and manufacturing plants and arresting and taking away like 200, 300 workers.
Well, they had a
There's a,
huge one. Yeah, the one in Georgia, right near Savannah, outside of Savannah. There's a
yeah.
huge what, Hyundai plant? That's
Well,
the
they
one
were
where
all South Korean.
yeah, but
But
yeah.
the company is also South Korean, right? So I mean, I guess they brought their own people over on the down, like nobody knew about it. I guess I don't know what happened, but like other plants, like meat packing plants
Yeah.
and manufacturing plants and whatnot, I see showing up there, taking 100 people, 200 people, and just deporting them. Um, I didn't know those people were allowed to work, and so they were part of the numbers, most likely that,
Hmm.
hey, these are many people are working, but now those jobs are going to be empty. So unemployment is going to go up because now we have all these empty hundreds or thousands of empty jobs. So I don't know how they're going to account for that. So we'll see what happens. The job number is going to continue to go
And
up.
then just
Unemployment number.
also the whole transparency with it. When they do these revisions, it's like people just lose confidence in what is actually true. I mean, I know that they can't be so exact, but when they're doing revisions, oh, like, oh yeah, it was supposed to be 890,000 jobs, and now it's like, oh no, I'm sorry, we have to revise that down. And um, what's what is pretty frustrating, to be honest with you.
Well, it's the whole way that they come up with the number.
Sure, yeah.
It's done by surveys,
Hmm.
right? So they call up companies and they ask them how many people are working today.
Like, darn it, I'm trying to do my job. I don't know.
Exactly. You have other companies that put out numbers like ADP, right? Because they are a payment processor, they're a check processor, so they have their numbers like because it's all computerized. It's like they
Mhm.
know that, oh, hey, we paid this many people from all of our customers to process their payroll. Okay, this is how many people we process their checks for. So they know the numbers if it goes up and down. But the BLS number is much bigger, and the official number. So
Right.
they're gonna have to come up with something. Where's Doge on this? It's like, hey, Doge, this is like a
Doge is
perfect
long gone.
thing for you.
That's in the past.
I don't know. Hopefully they're still around.
No, they
They're
abandoned
gone.
that.
They got kicked out. Oh man, Doge got doged.
They're like, no, this is not gonna affect our debt.
Yeah. No, but this is perfect for Doge, right? It's like, hey, use your computers, use your AI knowledge, use all this stuff, and figure out how to get this number on an accurate level.
Yeah, maybe they don't want you to know.
Maybe that's part of it.
Probably is it.
They don't
Probably
want us
is
to
it.
know so that they can
Oh,
play all these games. It's like, oh
well,
yeah, it got revised. Oh no, it went up. Oh no, it went down. Oh, okay.
you got to have your political slant. You got to make sure, things are moving.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So maybe this is a plan from the administration.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Okay, we got more unemployed than reality, and so we need to cut rates, and then we'll revise it later. We'll give the real number later.
keep it moving. Keep it moving. What we're all trying to do.
Oh, geez. Anyway, hopefully, well, we're sitting at a new high today, so we're happy, right? Let's see what happens. But that's it for today's show. Again, everybody, please subscribe and tell your friends
Yes, please.
and leave some comments because it does help and it helps the
Questions and
algorithm.
comments.
Yeah, we need questions too. So
Lots of
yeah, if you
questions.
if you have anything about trading, you have any clues, any questions, any concerns, comments, whatever, let us know. We'd be happy to talk about it, answer it as best we can. And we will be back on Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
That's it.
Cool
That's it.
beans. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.